Hello and welcome back. Today is Tuesday, December 2nd. I have your 4 best bets for you in the NBA today. As always, if you're new to the channel, welcome to the page. We get a 6-game NBA slate. We get 2 pretty nice primetime games. Wish Stephen Curry was playing to make this late game primetime game even better. Let's just do reverse order. Late game tonight on NBC. We get Oklahoma City versus Golden State Warriors, 225 over under. Oklahoma City 12-point favorite here on the road. No one can seem to stop the Oklahoma City Thunder, but maybe Jimmy Butler here at home. A little Golden State Warrior magic here. That would be awesome, but the OKC is just a wagon. Returning Jalen Williams in that matchup. A lot of these games today spread are a lot of massive ones, just like that one. The first game on today's slate, Washington versus Philly. That game's a 13.5-point spread, 237 over under. Philly, again, 13.5-point favorite versus the Wizards. Then we get Toronto versus Portland. Sneaky, great matchup. We get Denny versus Scottie Barnes. Isaiah Quickly versus Shaedon Sharpe. We get some fun matchups. Brandon Ingram. Why did I not say Brandon Ingram's name there? Brandon Ingram's been balling. This game's a close spread, -5 leaning Toronto. That game should be very close, action-packed. The first primetime game should be chef's kiss, a great game. Boston versus the Knicks, 229 over under. I think the Knicks opened up as a 2-point favorite, now have moved down to a 1-point favorite. Jalen Brown versus Jalen Brunson, battle of the Jalens. And then we're probably going to be watching a lot of players splash on threes like Derek White and Mikal Bridges are going to splash many threes in that game. We get Memphis versus San Antonio Spurs. That game should be kind of fun. No John Morant, so it's going to be the De'Aaron Fox show. 231 over under. San Antonio 4-point spread. And then we get Minnesota versus the Pelicans. That game is a fugazi. That game is just mess. Minnesota's 10-point favorite here on the road. Pelicans, best of luck for you in that. Anthony Edwards is going to have a field day in that game. But we get a 6-game NBA slate. I got 4 plays here that I absolutely love. And before we jump into today's plays, we got to recap yesterday's action. And yesterday in the NBA, ended up going 3-1 in best bets overall. Welcome back to videos. And it was a 3-1 day overall. We had the Donovan Mitchell over 28. The 2 Twitter plays went perfect. The pivot play from Kobe White to Josh Giddey, he took care of business. It was a healthy third quarter and fourth quarter to cash that over to the 20-plus point mark because it was a little worried there in the first half. And then Royce O'Neal, we got hooked. He finished with 2 threes. He only took 7 shots in that game. He was more passing. He had so many assists in that game, just wanted him to shoot. It was the Dylan Brooks show. The moment Booker got out, I was kind of maybe thinking that he would splash at least 2 more threes, but he only finished the game with 2, so we were just there for that. But he was missing a lot early and often. But 3-1 day, I can't complain about that. But today's a brand new day, and let's just jump into it. For my first play of the day, going to be in this Toronto-Portland game. This game should be a ton of fun. I think Quickly, Denny should all have great games, but I'm going to the power forward side. I can't quit it. Give me Scottie Barnes. Give me Scottie Barnes to go over 12.5 rebounds, assists, come to -137. On DraftKings, Portland allows the 5th most rebounds to the power forward position. Is that right? Man, Portland. Yeah, Portland, my bad. Portland allows the 5th most rebounds to the power forward position these last 7 games. Portland, these last 15 games, allow the 8th most points to the, not 8th most points, 8th most rebounds to the power forward position. I think Scottie Barnes is set up for great success in this game. He's gone over 3 for his last 5, averaging 13.6 rebounds, assists, only over 1 for his last 3 versus Portland, averaging 11 rebounds, assists per game. But why we love this so much is he's without RJ Barrett in the lineup. Without RJ Barrett in the lineup, his averages and the rebounds, assists goes up even higher, averaging 14.3 rebounds, assists per game, going over 3 for his last 4. This season, having 17, 14, 17, and then he just had 9 rebounds, assists in the most recent matchup. He's averaging 18.2 potential rebounds and assists in every single game these last 5, so we love that. The potential to even blow this out of the water is even there. And power forwards versus Portland have had some massive games. Both Jalen Williams is on Oklahoma City. Both had cash their over, where J-Dub had 13 in that game. Chet had 13. Jimmy Butler had 13 rebounds, assists. Patrick Williams and Montez Buzelis both hit their rebounds, assists in that game. Jabari Smith had 8, and Sadiq Bey had 11 rebounds, assists versus Portland when they played. I have him projected at 15 rebounds, assists per game. Portland, these last 7 games, allowing the 5th most rebounds to the power forward position. Scottie Barnes has been on fire. 3 for his last 5 without RJ Barrett in the lineup, averaging 14.3 rebounds, assists. I think this number is a little too low for Scottie Barnes, so give me Scottie Barnes to go over 12.5 rebounds, assists, coming to minus 137. On DraftKings, jumping to my second play of the day in this Knicks-Boston matchup here. I was kind of hoping this number would dip down a little bit, but hey, Jalen Brunson, he has a great matchup. He's an ultimate road warrior on primetime. I'm putting my faith in him, so give me Jalen Brunson, the Chicago kid, to go over 27.5 points, coming to minus 106. On FanDuel, these last 7 games, the Celtics allowing the 7th most points and the most threes to the point guard position. The Celtics, the last 15 games, allowed the 2nd most threes to the point guard position. And on the season, they're allowing the 3rd most threes to the point guard position. And Jalen Brunson has a great matchup here. He's only gone over 2 for his last 4 against this Celtics team, averaging 28.8 points per game, with the last 4 games him scoring 31, 23, 22. And then he just had 39 versus them in the most recent game. He's gone over 3 for his last 5 overall, with the last 5 games him scoring 33, 27, 33, 37. And he's coming off of a lackluster game, only having 18 points in the most recent game. And I think today is a perfect opportunity for him to boom in this matchup. Why we love him so much in this game: 86% hit rate on the road this season, averaging 31.9 points per game. Only one game he didn't hit the over. He had 27 plus points on that road game against the Nets, where that game wasn't really close in that game. So one game this season on the road that he's gone under. The rest of the games, he's averaging 31.9 points per game. Versus Boston in the regular season, he's gone over 4 for his last 7 regular season games versus the Celtics. With the most recent game this year, he just had 31 plus points in that game. PGs versus Boston have had some massive games recently. Garland, the other night, just had 21. Dante, 15. Cade Cunningham, 42. Anthony Black, 14. Demon had 12 in both games he had against them. Harden, 37. And Jalen Suggs had 20 plus points. I have Jalen Brunson projected at 30 plus points in this game. I think it's a massive game for Jalen Brunson. So give me Jalen Brunson to go over 27.5 points, coming to minus 106. On FanDuel, kind of thinking this number might creep down 1. So if you can get 26.5, I love that, because then it would be a 100% hit rate on the road this season, where he's gotten 27 plus points in every single game. But I think this number is going to hover around this number for all day until later on FanDuel. You could do like the alt lines and you could scoot it down 1 right there, but I think all day it's going to be hanging around there. But jumping to my third play of the day in this Memphis San Antonio Spurs matchup, 231 over under. Spurs at home, 4.5 point favorite here. And Memphis has been getting killed by point guards all season, and now they're getting De'Aaron Fox, who's been a wagon without Victor Wembanyama. So give me De'Aaron Fox to go over 24.5 points, coming to minus 110. On DraftKings, the Memphis Grizzlies allowed the 3rd most points and the most threes to the point guard position this season. The Grizzlies, these last 15 games, allowed the 3rd most threes and the 6th most points to the point guard position. These last 7 games, they allowed the 5th most threes to the point guard position. So all season, they've been getting murdered by the point guard position all year, and De'Aaron Fox has been cooking. Over 4 for his last 5, averaging 25.8 points per game. With the last 5 games, him having 26, 26, 37, 15, and then he just had 25 in the most recent matchup against the Wolves. So that was a tough matchup. Now he gets this amazing matchup against the Grizzlies. Most recent game against the Grizzlies he played, he's only had 2 recent games as a Spur. He had 21 last year in his first game. Then he had 26 in the most recent game this season. So we love that. 86% hit rate this season without Victor Wembanyama in the lineup, averaging 26.1 points per game. Only one game he didn't score 25 plus points, and that was versus Denver. He had 15 plus points in that game. He's gone over 3 for his last 5 home games, averaging 23.4 points per game. With the last 3 home games, he scored 26 plus points in each and every one of them, so we love that. Super consistent. 100% hit rate at home this season without Wemby in the lineup, averaging 26.7 points per game. And Memphis is 28th in the league in pick and roll defense against the ball handler, and De'Aaron Fox scores 25% of his points off the pick and roll action, so he has a nice action positive matchup. 100% hit rate without Wemby in the lineup at home. Grizzlies allowing the 3rd most points and the most threes to the point guard position. I've projected at 27 plus points in this game, so give me De'Aaron Fox to go over 24.5 points, come to minus 110. on DraftKings. To jump into my fourth and final play of the day in this Oklahoma City versus Golden State Warriors matchup on primetime. You might as well have a primetime game, the late night capper game for us. And I'm going to a guy that's just returned from injury. I think this number's a little too low for J-Dub, so give me Jalen Williams to go over 10.5 rebounds, assists, coming to minus 118 on FanDuel. The Golden State Warriors allow the 7th most rebounds to the power forward position. Golden State Warriors, the last 15 games, allow the 6th most rebounds to the power forward position. And J-Dub, start of the season has been great. Over 2 for his last 2 to start the season, having 12 and 13 in his first 2 games. And he's getting plenty of run, playing 29 minutes in game 1 and 34 minutes in the most recent game. They don't have Isaiah Hartenstein, so they move J-Dub to the power forward position. So we love that. Opportunities to grab the rebound and push the pace like this Oklahoma City team does. Why I love this so much is game 1, he had 28 potential assists and rebound chances in game 1. Yes, 28 potential rebound and assists in game 1. In game 2, he had 22 potential assists and rebound opportunities in game 1 and 2. So he's game 1 and game 2, 28 and 22 potential rebounds, assists, and he's going over 2 for his last 2 games to start the season. I think that's all set up for great success in this game. 65% hit rate this last season without Isaiah Hartenstein in the lineup. So when they move J-Dub to that power forward position, he gets the over 65% of the time, averaging 11.2 rebounds, assists per game, with the last 5 games him having 5, 11, 12, 12, and 13 rebounds, assists in those last 5 without Isaiah Hartenstein in the lineup. I have him projected at 13 rebounds, assists in this game. Power forwards have had some big games versus Oklahoma City. Zion 11, Laurie 10, Franz 11, and Barnes 5. I think J-Dub, I think this number should be at 11.5, but J-Dub, he's playing more minutes. He's moved to the power forward position. No Isaiah Hartenstein. Game 1, he had 12. Most recent game, 13 rebounds, assists. I think he has another massive game in the rebounds, assist department. So give me Jalen Williams, J-Dub, to go over 10.5 rebounds, assists, come to minus 118 on FanDuel. And those are my 4 best bets for you in the NBA today. As always, if you're new to the channel, please leave a like and subscribe down below. It makes me know you like the content. While you're down there below, let me know what your best bet in the NBA today. I love to tell you guys in the comments section. Hey, back at it like a bad habit. I missed you guys recording the videos, and we're at the prime time of this season. Let's keep this up. Nice week last week. Started off nice, pretty well to start off this week so far, but today I'm not satisfied. I'm wanting the 4-0 sweep. Hopefully having a wonderful day. Keep on smiling, and I will see you in the next one.